Valley Sports is presented by Truist. It is a rubber game of a three-game set between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon at loanDepot Park. And we welcome you to the broadcast booth. Brandon Gunn, C.J. Nikowski back with you. Well, the Atlanta Braves, yesterday the offense was held to just one run, but this year the offense has been really good. And one guy that's maybe been lost in the mix a little bit, C.J., Orlando Arce. And yesterday we saw him do it again, not only with his bat, but with his glove, too.
He is doing it all right now. Of course, he's coming off a career-high 17 home runs a year ago, and we've known about the glove, but I will tell you this, it feels like this season in particular, he is off to such a great start defensively. We saw it on display already in this series. He's been great all year long. So it's been offense, it has been defense, and the numbers back it up. You can see what he's doing here so far this year, hitting 366 multi-hit games for him, an OPS over 900. And then we talk about defense with our eyes. There are also numbers to back it up. Outs above average, defensive WAR for him. He has been one of the best in the game.
As he usually is, he is in the starting lineup. He will be playing shortstop today for the Atlanta Braves. Hey, when we get back, it's Charlie Morton on the mound today. The other 40-year-old pitcher, Jesse Chavez, had quite a start to his baseball career when he got to college. Wiley Ballard has a very intriguing tale about that when we come back.
Made his mark historically inside this game. Let's take a look at our Synovus Get There feature. He is one of just 3 players drafted in the 40th round or later to play 17 or more seasons in the major leagues. And look at those other 2 names, Keith Hernandez and one of the most famous Marlins of all time, Jeff Conine. Now for Jesse, he was drafted out of Riverside City.
My.
42nd round.
Thank you, ma'am.
He was throwing 92-93 as a high school senior. So how exactly was his
everything I said
from a junior college?
Okay, we'll just pick it up from here. Welcome in, everybody.
Quite the answer.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. I have two mute buttons. One mutes my whole system,
looking at haunted houses and
the other mutes me from you guys.
Intriguing along those lines.
And they're not
they're
not on the same
read a couple of things I've
Stream
talked
Deck
about
page.
Or my grandma,
and I did not realize I was
kid, so
I was muted to the system.
Stuff like that.
Damn it.
So anyways, obviously ghosts.
Everything we talked
like
about.
So, night before SATs, we go and we ended up getting
thank you though.
So
welcome in, everybody.
Really good SAT.
Thanks for the thumbs up, Tim. Welcome, Tim. Both Tims.
But, I think that was
Miss
probably a
Lane,
blessing in
thanks for
disguise,
popping in.
Being able not to get a good score. I mean, I got good grades in school. Not saying I didn't. But it was one of those nights. You know, you just have to be in the right.
Oh, just one of them nights.
You know, I mean,
I was saying, I had a really good time last night.
But
we did a live watch party for the UFC fights on the Discord. I had about 12 to 15 people pop in, and we all sat and watched the fights together.
To be in a good position.
Great time. Really good fights.
That I ended up getting essentially would be 2 years of short season baseball in college because of, you know, our manager's background at that time.
All right.
Dennis Rogers.
I'm not sure where the interactive's at yet.
We didn't have a pitching coach my sophomore year.
Look-see. All right.
So basically it was accountability.
Still in the beginning of it.
I mean, all those words that go together with that stuff in that category.
That was fun.
I don't know. It just.
I was going to try to stream yesterday's game.
Go with him.
But
2 years.
I'll go through the story again since my mic was muted.
I'm not here today without that.
I was hanging out with CeeLo over there on his stream, you know, watching his
No, I think that's crap. I don't
positioning
think that works. That's not it at all.
And he said that he was going to stream. He said he was going to try to stream for everybody.
That doesn't make any sense. I know.
So when I heard that, I thought to myself,
well,
I'll let him
every
go ahead
Major
and
League player can point to a coach at some point along their journey that believed in them. But I
gave me
don't
an
think there's
opportunity
any
to get
other
everything
major
set up for
leaguers
the
who can say
fights,
that
and we were
haunted
able to
house
watch
hunting is one of the reasons
the
that
early
they just won
prelims, the
college offer.
prelims,
But
and
that's
the
the
main
story
cards.
from Jesse
It worked
Chavez.
out.
No Sunday scaries here. We've got a rubber game coming up. Marlins.
This year, get your...
Well, that's real life. Yeah, actually, a big majority of my family come from the South. On my mother and father's side, actually. But yeah, you got my attention when you said sausage, egg biscuits. Oh, that's good. All right, so today's starting lineup will be Ronald Acuna Jr. batting first, Ozzie Albies batting second, Austin Riley will be batting third, Matt Olson batting fourth, Marcell Ozuna will be batting fifth, Adam Duvall will be playing left field, batting sixth. Orlando Arcia, shortstop, batting seventh. Michael Harris II is our center fielder, batting eighth. And Chadwick Trump will be our center, and he'll be batting ninth. And of course, today, our starting pitcher will be Uncle Charlie Morton, who is a right-handed pitcher today.
And thinking about
there we go. Sorry about that. I thought I had the sound on at the field.
Ozuna, but it's an OZ
didn't miss
nonetheless.
much.
Both of those guys have been really good against Luzardo. 5 for 17 with a home run, 3 doubles in there. So we need to see a little bit more of that.
Well, the Bear hit his 7th home run today.
In the game. The Marlins,
this guy has had a career resurgence.
Really well. 6th best OPS
and
against the curveball.
this
year. That's got to change here today.
Mav and I had many discussions last season and the season before because he would complain about ball. Or excuse me, Bear. I still have the habit of calling him the bung.
And all three have had the lid off the
Mav, oh, get rid of him. But this guy has been clutch for us this season. He started out slow last season, but put it on. 40 home runs, 100 and some RBIs. The guy's been clutch for us the last few seasons. And I certainly hope they pick him up for his option at the end of the season.
Comes in hacking.
Again, Acuna's terrible hitting streak continues. Grounds out to first. Okay, now we can get the interaction.
So game 1 of this series, Atlanta won 8-1. That was on Friday. Yesterday, behind a strong pitching performance from Max Meyer, Miami even the series with a 5-1 victory of their own.
And as soon as that pops up, I'll get us synced up with the sound.
Yesterday we talked a lot about the shadows. CJ, as this game goes on, certainly that shadow, which right now is just off that first base line, will start to creep out into the field. That should make for some interesting times here at the ballpark.
Yeah, and hopefully it doesn't last too long. It's when you have contrast win, which we'll see here first. Of course, your hitter is going to be in the shadows. The pitcher is going to be in the sun, so the ball's going to go from bright.
All right, 1-1 the count. One out. Okay.
To dark.
I'm actually behind on.
Ozzie Albies takes a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. It's 2 years, but as CJ said, so far this year the number's not great. And his last start in the Bronx on April 8th, he really struggled. Gave up 7 earned runs. Hopefully the Braves can have similar success against. Also walked 5 against the Yankees. He's got a 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count. I think no. He just struck him out.
Clemens back there, and the only area in which he really opens up inside the lefties,
inside
the righties. But other than that, he has a tendency.
Boy, that was really
Luzardo was the opening day starter for the Miami Marlins, the de facto ace of the staff, dealing here to Austin Riley.
There we go. Now we're synced. Sorry about that. Boy, I was way behind. All right, Tim. Awesome. Riley, deep, long, out to center. It's going to be short of the track.
Just shy of the
and caught. That'll be out number 3. So, 3 up, 3 down. When they come out, we'll have Luis Erez at bat, Josh Bell on deck, and Jake Berger in the hole batting third for the Marlins. We're going to see just how well Uncle Charlie's going to do when he starts pitching. Now it's starting that crap. Wants to go to hate when it does this. I don't know why it does it. They hate me, I guess. Okay. I got that back looking normal now. I'll probably have to resync us. So what do you guys think of Mavericks stream? We got him all set up with the interactive now. I know he was pretty ecstatic about it. Well, that's cool, Tim. All right. Just waiting for the batter to come up. Here he come out of the ground. He elevatored up. Elevator to the top. There we go. That'll be foul ball for the first pitch. Gotta be foul ball. That's gonna be 1-2 count, so we'll do it again. Here comes the pitch. Oh, that's going to be long, deep out to left field, but Duvall's under it for out number 2. Or out number 1, sorry. Boy, the guy that runs the outs, he was on it. He had it marked as an out before it was even caught. So we got Josh Bell up to bat. Bell with a 200 batting average this season, a 640 OPS with 2 home runs. Foul ball, so 0-1 the count. Yeah, we just couldn't get it back. We tried. I mean, Riley got a triple there in the 6th or 7th. That was a ground ball to Mount Olson, who runs up and easily tags it back for out number 2. We just couldn't get nothing after that. And it was a divisional game, so we don't want to be losing a bunch of divisional games. Desktop audio, my bad.
So Charlie, 25th start in his career against the Marlins. That's the most for him against any
I
opponent.
will certainly be more aware of that for you guys.
Sorry
about that.
134 strikeouts. That's also the most for any opponent that he has faced in his career. Just outside 2-0 here to Berger.
Sorry for being sent to the corner there the other night, Lane. I won't misbehave no more.
Charlie is also one of only a handful of
Plus-
active players who have
plus,
faced the Marlins as both the
Gene
Florida
and
Marlins
G's corner's not
and the
very big for a
Miami
fat guy.
Marlins. That change that came back in 2012. Well, whatever.
That's going to
they
be a
are,
chopper
Florida
over to
Miami.
Arcia.
A good start, a little bit of a wide throw.
And they got him.
Olsen grabs it, and a 1-2-3.
That is a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. So we're going to head to the top of the second, and it is still tied 0-0. I think he was talking about the game sound. I just turned it back on just before he said that. Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry. They put me on some weird, not even sure what it is. I don't got the pill bottle. I decided I wasn't taking them. They gave me some kind of pain relieving pill that I'd never seen, and it made me just loopy as hell. Yeah. I was having a good time until I got stuck in the corner. I don't like to be punished, but I deserved it. But man, they wouldn't get over. I was having a hard time squeezing in there. It's like, God, D, get over. Gene was pushing me like, come on, man, fat boy, sit down. All right, we are back live on field.
Depot Park. Brandon Gaudin, C.J. Nitkowski, Wiley Ballard with you for the rubber game of this series.
Yes, he
Braves
does.
fans we've seen so far here today, none of them. They
All right,
walked
so
in
you know
and got a
what?
bucket hat today. Nobody wearing it.
I don't think
There's
we're
a
synced
Marlins
up.
bucket hat from Bally Sports.
So I will pause it there.
Marlins also a sports partner.
Damn it, it was.
Matt Olson, right field. And
Matty's going to drop one in for a base hit.
As he drops that in front of Sanchez for a single.
Probably feels pretty good for Matt Olson. He has had some significant struggles against Jesus Luzardo. Came in 1 for 15 against him.
Look,
One was
he's
a home.
invincible.
And here's a fastball that is in off the plate. Makes that even more impressive at 95. And Olson was able to turn that pitch.
We better back the 3D out.
So leadoff man aboard. And now Marcell Ozuna.
Here comes the bear.
4 hits in the series, including a homer for Marcell Ozuna.
There we go.
That's
Now
a
everything's
12-game
back up
hit streak
and
going. Longest active streak in Major League Baseball.
There we go. Now we're synced.
And now you're just starting to
Sorry
see
about
that
that.
shadow creep out right along that first base line.
What's that, George?
And the first 3
Well,
pitches missing to the Braves.
The divisional games are so important because you want to be your divisional champion. You normally, I mean, that's one of your most important things is winning your division.
By the way, calling the balls and strikes today.
Hey, Goose Sports, what's up, brother?
Hitters count.
Welcome in, my friend.
Ozuna.
Oh,
Smokes
Ozuna.
this to center.
It's deep.
And it is
Off the wall. Off the wall.
He's only going to get a single out of it because he hit it so hard and it came right back to Jazz Chisholm. That feels like
That's all right. That's all right. He moved Matteo to third, so we got runners on the corners. No outs, top of the second.
That single might be a record for Marcell Ozuna. There's 97 middle away. He hits it back 106. He just continues to smash baseballs. He is so locked in right now. He didn't chase throughout that at bat. He got himself in a
Actually, you know, I think there's something about the divisional games that they're worth a little bit more. So, if Mav was here, he'd be able to explain it. I don't remember what he said about it.
And just missed another homer there, and now Duvall is the batter.
Because I always thought the same thing too. Hey, since he's here, guys and gals, say hey to Goose Sports up there in top right corner of the interactive. You can check his channel out by going to youtube.com/@GooseSports. Shout out to you, Mr. Sports.
So
Mr. Goose Sports.
Atlanta trying to change that.
Appreciate you popping in.
The second today. Slider misses a little low, 2-1.
All 1 game each. Okay. I'm not sure, brother. I'm not sure. Ooh, high foul. That'd be out of play.
For Ozuna, CJ, you hit a ball
2-2 the
off
count.
straightaway center. You should just automatically get a double.
That's like when you play in your backyard, right? Where you're actually not running the bases. It's all about where you hit the ball. What's a single? What's a double? What's a triple? And a homer. He had to have put something in that wall. That should count for something as well.
And all the doubles that the Braves have had this year, 40 of them, most in baseball, but only a single there for Ozuna.
Here come.
Duvall hits this pop fly in the same spot.
Here come the pitch. That was going to be fouled off again, so we'll do this again. Thank you for stopping in, everybody. Hey, if you haven't done so, be sure to smash that thumbs up. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, and you might as well tap that notification bell. That way you don't miss any videos or live streams when we go live.
2-2, bouncing in. Good block by Nick Fortes as the catcher. So
that's going to be 3-2 counts. We got a full vote.
Luzardo is 26 years old. He was born in Lima, Peru, but he actually grew up in the Miami area. But he's the first Peruvian-born player to appear in Major League Baseball.
Here comes
and
the
his
pitch.
Payoff pitch is hit high. And
that's high, far, long.
Drifting back, reaching.
Oh, caught at the wall. But that will bring Matt home, and Ozuna will move to second. So that will be an RBI sac fly out to left field for Austin Riley.
Fastball, and that is a really good sign. This is 98 miles an hour. They wanted it elevated. It finished down and in, and Adam Duvall just missed this, gave it a ride. He'll take that first run across the board and keeping the pressure here now with another runner in scoring position against Luzardo.
Adam Duvall, who played here in Miami to start the 2021 season, had 22 homers in a Marlins uni that year before coming to Atlanta. As you said, he just missed a 3-run shot. Now Orlando Arcia. Fortes is busy early back behind home plate. One grounded to short. Brujan makes a play, and Ozuna has to stay at second base.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get myself in Discord.
Speaking of Fortes behind the dish, Rod Allen, analyst for the Miami Marlins, was telling CJ and I before the game, these two always work together. Even in the offseason, they work out together.
Did not get any time to put the new buttons to my stream
very
deck.
Comfortable with one another in Luzardo and Fortes.
There's something to that relationship, not just what happens on the field, but off and gaining that trust. Obviously, these two guys are really close. Now, again, it's been a slow start to the
Thank you,
season.
Mr. President.
I thought something interesting that Rod mentioned was he's not sure if Luzardo really has ever shaken Fortes off much at all. We talked about that with Chris Sale, who said he's never shook off in his entire career, which is amazing.
Mav, the other day,
a guy like Luzardo has
the other day, Mav tells me, he's like, "Hey, man, we got to get the president to come say something nice about my channel."
Bounced quite a few sliders in there to Fortes, challenging him here in the first couple of innings.
I told him no. I'm like, you can't have my new friend.
Play 1-2 to Michael
I'm like,
Harris.
he's my friend.
This could be a challenging at bat for Michael today. I think that's why we saw him slide down one spot in the order. 0 for 6 against Luzardo in his career with 4 strikeouts.
Mr. Gene, Mean Gene in the house.
Hitting against lefties. This is a tough left-on-left matchup.
Yes, we do, Gene. We need the offense to stay on fire for sure.
And he strikes out there, slider away, but the Braves get on the board. It's 1-0.
So we're going to head to the bottom of the second. Braves leading 1-0. Uh-oh, Gene. She's calling you out. Yeah, see, there you go. She loves you anyways. Hey, Heron, how you doing? Yes, it is, Heron. The StatCast cameras that gather all their statistics actually record all this, and it is real-time 3D interactive. Absolutely, real-time. It is a paid feature on MLB.com. It's you can either pay, I think it's $3.99 a month or $4.99 a month, or like
last
$30
Monday
for
when
a
he
year
gave up
subscription
5
of
runs
it.
in 5 2/3 against the Mets, saying he wished he'd been more aggressive with his better pitches, and specifically he meant his curveball. Felt like he relied upon his changeup a little bit too much, but guys, he only threw it 12 times in that start, but more than half of those came across a 3-batter sequence, which included back-to-back walks, and then a hanging changeup was a home run from Brandon Nimmo. So the question that I have is, how do you balance wanting to keep a hitter
3
honest,
beers for
but also wanting to
every
use your best
score,
pitch as
huh?
often as possible?
Yeah, I think at the
Well,
end
I
of the
hope
day,
we don't
you
score
gotta go out
20
there with
then.
your best and what feels most comfortable in the moment, even though you may
Somebody
have some
might-
tendencies that you know
Somebody might have
guys
to rush you
are
to the
prepared
hospital for
for.
that one.
Things change over the course of a game. And if something's not there and you want to go to something else, or you feel like you need to set up an at-bat for later in the game, whatever it may be, you do what you got to do. And I think we will see some more change-ups today again, because
No,
you have
it's
6
really
lefties in the
not.
lineup. And as a right-handed pitcher, that's where the changeup is going to play best.
Jazz Chisholm, one of those lefties. 2-ball.
I'm still waiting, Lane, for you to message me on Discord.
There is that changeup, and it's off the outside corner.
There was 2 accounts
And the
that
other
joined
part
my
of it with his
Discord,
tendencies is
and I
looking
sent
at
a
how
friend
good
request
Jazz
to
has
both
been against
accounts.
him in his career, 9 for 25.
And then
3 homers,
one of the
one those
accounts
was an inside
left.
park homer, but it's 3 homers nonetheless. So he stands in the box against Charlie with a pretty good amount of confidence.
Tim's just going to get drunk, huh?
Fouls that one back, 3-2 to the center fielder for the Miami Marlins.
Oh, really, Gene? Well, thanks for the effort, though. Thought of it.
Third start of the season for Charlie Morton. Back on April 1st, he was really good up in Chicago on a cold day. Didn't give up any runs. Against the Mets last time, though,
Tim and
did give
Kay
up 5
getting
hits and 4 runs
hammered.
and a no decision.
Gene says.
Off to a
We're
good
set
start
to
here,
score.
though. He's retired the first 4 Mets that or Marlins that he's faced, rather.
And that's a good looking curveball. We talked about Jazz Chisholm and how he has a tendency to get pull happy. Well, he saw some changeups, he saw some fastballs there away. Maybe you get him out over the plate a little bit, and then you come in with this really nasty breaking ball down and in.
And now the DH, Brian
Here
De La
comes the
Cruz.
pitch. That'll be.
De La Cruz yesterday had the big hit in the game. It was a 5th inning, 2-0 at the time, and with the bases loaded, he had a 3 RBI double that would help solidify the Marlins' victory.
Yeah. That'll be 2-0 the count.
Skip Schumacher, reigning National League Manager of the Year, after the Marlins unexpectedly found their way into the postseason last year.
Oh, that's high out to left field. On the track, that's gone.
Watch it go, and we are tied at 1.
Just like that, we are tied at 1. Bottom of the second.
Charlie
1 out.
Morton changeup and how it's a pitch that he doesn't use a lot, but what happened in his last start. Now what do we see here? The pitch that he throws the least, which is the cutter. And it was a cutter that just kind of spun. Chadwick Tromp wanted that ball down and away, almost backed up a little bit. We call that sometimes a little cement mixer, where it just sits there and spins and actually doesn't move. And at that velocity, at 90 miles an hour, it's almost plays like a BP fastball.
Charlie knew it right off the bat. You could see his disgust. So now he'll try to settle back in against Jesus Sanchez.
What are you getting on top of what I missed? Lady, what did I say? Lost.
On the outside corner, 0-2. Did he go? No.
Awesome, Gene. Appreciate that.
Over the course of his career, the internet machine tells me that Charlie Morton has only thrown his cutter 6% of the time. And that was the pitch he let the homer up on.
Oh, okay, the Discord. Yeah.
That one hit Sanchez.
Oh!
He did. Wow. So you strike out on a ball that hits your back foot. But we've seen that before with Charlie Morton on the mound, and for Sanchez, it's adding insult to injury.
Nobody wants to see him hurt, and hopefully he's not. And if he's not, I'm telling you, this is peak right here. This is it. This is the moment. You get a guy chasing a pitch, and then he has to kind of go limping back to the dugout. Again, I hope he's able to stay in the game.
Okay, now that's one. The ball comes across, hits him on his back left foot, and the ump called it a strike 3. So he actually struck out.
But the ballpark will hold it.
But he was hit with the ball.
Is retired. The homer by De La Cruz ties us up.
So that'll retire the side. We're going to be heading to the top of the 3rd. Let's see if Atlanta can get us back on top here. When they come up, we'll have Chadwick Trump at bat. We'll have Ronald Acuna Jr. on deck. And Ozzie Albies will be batting 3rd in the hole. Sound the charge. Here we come. Oh, yes, ma'am. Gee, give me my beer back, he says. Hey, how you doing, Russell? Oh, I know it. I know it, Russell. I agree. He has been in such a hitting slump this season so far. I feel it reminds me a lot of Michael Harris last season. And it makes you question. Now, you realize after the Braves season last season, he went
so gorgeous.
He went down to the Venezuelan league and played.
Out on the beach taking one of those body by Jake classes.
Could that be what's affecting him coming back here and playing so poorly?
6 a.m. sunrise class. He was.
You wouldn't think so. You'd think it would keep a player sharp.
Chadwick Trump leading off the 3rd for the Braves, getting the start here in Game 3 of the series. In on the hands, fouled out of play.
You know, guys, I actually wasn't on the books for that class, but I was making my way home from South Beach.
1 and 2 count to Ozzie. Or no, to Chadwick Trump. Sorry, wrong name.
Show him what I can do.
So. Wow.
Sounds like some good stories for the plane ride.
So no sleep.
Yeah, it was kind of serendipitous in that way.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. That is out number 1.
Strikeout for Luzardo, and they've come on back-to-back hitters here. So Wiley's operating on adrenaline and Cuban coffee today.
We talked about those shadows, and perhaps now this is where the challenge is going to come in, and you can get a good look at it right there. Both of the views, you kind of see the big picture situation, and then as he's throwing that pitch,
we'll get that out there.
3/4 of the way there, 2/3
I just got to do
it in the sun, and then it's going to get dark.
That one's for you, Mal.
Change up downstairs. Acuna swinging a miss, 1-1. Yesterday with a 4-10 start, the Shadows were already in the outfield at first pitch.
Oh.
A little trickier today.
That's going to be called strike, so that's 1 and 2 count. Come on, Acuna, you need to hit.
Similar crowd to what we saw yesterday on a gorgeous afternoon.
Down in the dirt. That'll be 2 and 2 to count.
Slider bouncing 2-2. I mentioned Luzardo, born in Peru. He was actually born September 30th, 1997, 1 month before the Marlins won their first World Series.
Here comes the pitch. That'll be outside, ball 3.
In 2003, he had moved to Miami. He actually attended that World Series when the Marlins beat the Yankees for their 2nd crown.
He must have been thrilled.
Come on, Acuna.
From
sound of the charge.
It's quite the contrast.
Yes. Was a teammate of Matt Olson out there in Oakland. And Sean Murphy.
Foul ball. We'll do it again.
But yeah, for him, it was a dream to come to play for Miami, where he spent his childhood coming to games at the old ballpark. He walks Acuna here with 1 out in the 3rd.
Okay, Acuna will be walked. So we have 1 runner on first base.
That trade
1 out.
for Starling Marte at the deadline in 2021.
Ozzie Albies heading to the plate.
The Oakland A's were thinking at the time, and he did well.
Austin Riley will be on deck.
And now, of course,
Matt Olson will be batting
Ronald
third.
Acuna takes off.
There goes Acuna. He's got another stolen base.
In scoring position, Ronald Acuna Jr.
That's his 6th, I think. 6th or 7th of the season.
Well, not waiting around at all. It almost somewhat of a casual lead, and perhaps Luzardo duped into not being quick to the plate, and for whatever reason, maybe not thinking that you were going to see Ronald Acuna Jr. take off.
7th stolen base of the season for Ronald Acuna Jr.
Sliders, he does it, but he has bounced a lot of them in to Fortes so far today.
Comes the pitch.
Grounder to third.
Grounder to third.
Burger. No, it can't.
No, he overthrows it. Acuna's going to come home. That's going to score.
He's got the lead right back.
Atlanta on top, 2-1. Ozzie Albies was able to leg it out, but the really third baseman overthrows first.
We've seen Jake Burger as a DH. We've seen him as a first baseman over at third here this afternoon. Watch the backhand, but you see how he's kind of can't get rid of it quick, can't stop his feet. He tried to hurry. The short hop throw ends up hitting Ozzie, but it was a great job of base running by Ronald Acuna Jr. He was going to get the third anyway. He was making sure that Burger was going to throw that ball to first. As soon as he indicated and the ball came out of his hand, Ronald was gone. And then once it skipped and hit Ozzie, he scored easily.
Austin Riley 0 for 1 on the day.
With a 2-1 lead.
He had a fly out in the
that
first.
Is not his normal position.
Got a
yes,
280,
he's played there in his career.
288 batting average, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs.
It's not his most natural position.
Sorry, a 268 batting average. 828 OPS, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs.
It is fighting for its life.
Hey, welcome in the channel. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, smash that thumbs up
0-2
for
pitch
us.
now to
We
Austin
currently have a 20-like goal set for the stream. Every like helps. It takes a minimum of 20 likes to get the algorithm to start pushing the likes. So the more likes we get, the further it'll push us and more people it'll bring in. So please help this small streamer by smashing that thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, you like what you see, be sure to hit that subscribe for me.
So probably a couple of others in there in which he has fooled guys.
Oh, look at that, Ma. I'm a poet and didn't know it.
Another slider that bounces. It evens the count.
Mother would be proud.
Austin Riley 2-2.
I've always had a problem with that because I feel like as a lefty, you make that move and the guy.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I'd rather him be stealing the bases if he's not going to be hitting the ball. That's for sure.
I can get on board with that.
It's my platform. Mikowski 20.
Here we are 2 weeks into it. Roughly what? 2 weeks into the.
Also vote for it.
Roughly 2 weeks into the season.
Count stays 2-2.
He's got 7 steals already. Hell, a few games back, he tied his career high with 3.
He missed that one.
That's strike 3.
And Riley is 0 for 2, and there are 2 away.
All 3 strikeouts here.
That'll be 2 outs. Hey, D, how you doing, buddy?
On the slider, and he knows how to use it well outside of the strike zone once he gets ahead.
Remember, everybody, we want good thoughts and good prayers going out to Maverick today. He's at a fishing tournament.
Matt Olson, who led off last inning with
He'll be fishing until 6 p.m. Eastern tonight.
Fortes is probably wanting to talk to Luzardo.
Hope to see him win the big pot.
Maybe make this a little easier.
We ain't talking about the Chiefy pot.
Here today.
You take one of those, that could get Ozzie into scoring position.
Oh, they tried to pick Ozzie off at first, but he made it back. 2 outs. Want to know the count? Runner on first. Top of the third. 2-1 lead. Atlanta over Miami.
As CJ mentioned last time Olson was at the plate, he has had his issues with Luzardo. That was just his second hit in 16
ma'am,
at
he
bats.
is. He's fishing it up. I talked to him about
Luzardo in those 2 hits.
10 my time, 11 his, or shortly after, and he hadn't caught anything, but he said his lines were getting a lot of bumps. They weren't picking it up and running with it yet. He said it was pretty bright out there with the sun, but it had just started going behind a lot of cloud cover, so he thinks that might help.
1-2 fouled straight back, and we'll do it all over again.
All right, so Matt Olson's 1 for 1 on the day. He's got a 273 batting average, a 944 OPS, 3 home runs, and I'm not quite sure how many.
Ozzie breaks for second.
Ozzie going to second. He has it.
He stole a base earlier this inning.
So Acuna with a stolen base earlier in the inning. Now
Ozzie here this afternoon. Fortes has only thrown out 1 of 10 potential base stealers.
Ozzie in scoring position now.
Position here, you'll take it, especially with a tough left-on-left at bat here for Matt Olson. You know, worst case, Ozzie gets thrown out there, and you get an opportunity to start fresh next inning.
His right foot kind of jammed into that base, but thankfully Ozzie appears to be fine. Just got a piece, did Olson. I want to correct myself on Berger, by the way, at third base. That is what he came up as, a third baseman. It's the first base.
I can imagine having to give a
little more recently,
dog that size of ass. Wow.
Both for the Marlins this year. Olson,
that's going to be a base hit. Ozzie's going to come home.
Gordon's throw is
way off. Ozzie scores. It's 3-1. Matt Olson with an RBI double.
Well, you and I talked about the struggles here for Matt Olson against Luzardo. As far as he's concerned, he's hot against him right now. 2 at-bats, 2 base hits, and this is a really nice one to the opposite field for an RBI. At 98 miles an hour, that is a good pitch from Luzardo, which makes the at-bat more impressive. But the thing that sticks out this inning now is the base running. We saw Ronald Acuna Jr. steal second. He did a great job on that ground ball to Berger to third base to, first of all, take third and then advance on the error. Then we saw Ozzie take that chance, stealing a base with 2 strikes, put himself in scoring position. And as much as the hitting is important, the base running in this inning has led to.
Yeah, he didn't have Tommy John surgery, but he did have a surgical procedure done on the elbow. So he's definitely done for all the rest of the 24 season.
They really need Jesus Luzardo to have a solid season.
They think that he should recover a bit faster with this,
over the last couple of years,
this surgery.
Coming off that start against the Yankees where he gave up 7 runs and walked 5, and now he finds himself down 3-1 here in the third today.
Yeah, for a lot of different reasons. One, of course, they need him to pitch well. The other reason is, we talked about this the other day, is that he could be a trade candidate for this club based on how their season is going. And so, yeah, they'd very much like to see the best version of him.
Oh, Marcell Ozuna takes one right down the heart of the plate. So 0-1 to count.
Yesterday.
2 outs, runner on first. Top of the third with a 3-1 lead over the Marlins. That's going to be strike 2. Come on, Bear. Come on, Bear. Put that little fly on the path out of the field. Come on, Big Bear. Down in the dirt.
Runner will stay at first, but Fortes had to go a long way to get it. Watch this. Ozuna got spiked there accidentally by Luzardo on that play where Ozzie scored.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Oh, that's what that was about. I wondered. They just showed it when Ozzie came running in from that Matt Olson single, or Matt Olson RBI double.
No intent there. At the same time,
Ozuna had moved off to opposite side of the plate, and the catcher or the pitcher, one of the two, was standing behind the plate, and they spiked. They backed up and spiked his foot. I was wondering why Albies went up there and bent over like, "Hey man, you okay?" That's what happened. He got spiked.
2-2 grounded off of Luzardo. Marcell gets redemption, but ultimately he's retired at first base. Turnabout's fair play. Braves get 2.
With Spring Black Friday.
Well, as you heard him say, the Braves got 2. They lead the score 3-1. We're We're going to head to the bottom of the third. Yes, ma'am. That's something we can't see with that interactive. Look, lady, he's already got 9 beers in him if he's drinking 3 per run. Sure glad that ain't me. I don't drink too often, so I'd already be shit-faced. Tim's getting hammered there, Gene. He said for every run the Braves put on, he'll drink 3 beers. You don't know they're blue, he says.
And on top
We are back to the field live.
Brought to you by John Foy and Associates. Charlie Morton with the Braves since 2021. National League ranks top 10 in all.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, please be sure to hit that thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up for us. We currently got a 20 like goal set for the stream.
Not a lot of slowdown. It is incredible.
That'll be a foul ball on the first pitch, so 0-1 to count. Bottom of the third, no outs.
And like you, the biggest.
Remember, everybody, it takes at least a minimum of 20 likes. You're on a live stream for the algorithm to start picking up and pushing it out further to more people. The more likes, the more people views we get. So to help this small streamer out, please hit that thumbs up.
What level
be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell as well.
Really nice ones can get crazy expensive.
Quick reminder to everybody, this channel is partially monetized. We can accept super chats, super stickers, and super thanks. And we have our membership tiers out there. You can got 3 tiers to choose from: 99 cents, $1.99, or $2.99. Sure to head on over to the homepage of the channel. Check that out when you got time.
Too high. Nice looking backdoor break.
That'll be strike 3. Charlie Morton. That was big and outside, but we'll take that. Hey, when it benefits us, that's right.
You're seeing this home plate umpire Paul Clemens give the corners a little bit here early.
Yeah, and again, surprising based on his history. I mentioned inside is a corner that he is called with.
I'll tell you, I don't have issue with that.
The outside corners,
I don't have issue with an umpire getting it wrong, as long as they are consistent across the board. That if you're going to call it a ball for this team, that you damn well better be calling that a ball for another team, or vice versa. If you're going to call it a strike against this team, then it needs to be a strike in that same area for the other team. I don't have a problem with an umpire making a mistake like that.
Charlie Morton,
as long as
ahead of
they're
Fortes.
consistent.
1-2.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Went high with a fastball, and Fortes expanded the zone. Quick message now from Zaxby's.
Welcome in, everybody.
Now has fried shrimp, and it comes with all new Zax's tail sauce. Can I get a?
Charlie
Can
Morton
he get
has
a?
struck out 4 of the last 6 hitters that he has faced.
All right, looks like we are 13 likes for the channel thus far. We're still trucking trying to hit that 20 like goal.
And if he can make
certainly appreciate everybody that has hit that thumbs up thus far. You guys are so amazing, and I appreciate each and every one of it.
Not a lot of time to rest if he can somehow get a rise retired.
And if he can strike out a rise, he deserves a gold star.
All right, 1-1 the count, 2 outs. Here comes Charlie in motion. Here's the delivery. That's going to be ball 2.
The last 2 seasons, 2022 with the Twins, last year with the Marlins. Only the second player In the modern era of Major League Baseball to win it in both leagues. DJ LeMahieu the other. Did it with Colorado and the Yankees.
That'll be
pop-up.
Foul?
Austin Riley
Oh, okay.
Foul ground,
That was a foul ball pop-up.
1-2-3
Right on over to Austin Riley, who's going to have it. That ends the third. Score still 3-1. When they come back, we'll have Adam Duvall at bat. Orlando Arcia will be on deck, and Michael Harris will be batting third in the hole. The Braves have 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. And the Marlins are pulling short with 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error on the day. Looks like we're probably going to have to hit the interactive again. This is the most I've seen the interactive kind of wiggly wonkly. There we go. That's much better. Remote surgery. They got a commercial. They're showing some of today's technologies where a doctor can be 10,000 miles away and do remote surgery. Can you believe that? You know, I don't know. I don't know how well I'd like that, because we know there's no internet connection in this world that is 100% uptime. What would they do if the internet connection went down? The guy, he's got that robot inside doing surgery. That'd be a scary thing. I don't think I'd sign up for that. But, hey, that's modern technology coming at you. All right, here comes first pitch. Down and dirty, ball 1.
For his efforts.
Adam Duvall's first plate appearance was a sac fly with an RBI.
He hits another.
Oh, he's going to hit it hard. It's deep. That's gone. Solo home run, leadoff homer for Adam Duvall.
He got all of it here in the 4th, and it's 4-1 Atlanta.
Oh, I see my camera took a poo-poo.
And so obviously the shadow's not an issue here for Adam Duvall, and he is seeing Jesús Luzardo really well. Part of the reason he's in the
Braves now lead 4-1
against left-handed
pitching. Let me fix my cam for you guys.
To get to high velocity, and that one is down in the zone at 94 miles an hour. He hits at 106 on the way out.
Sorry
if it sounds a bit morphish here, guys and gals.
Duvall feeling very comfortable here in the park where he once played. And Atlanta now has a 3-run cushion. And the Braves, before today, just 1 homer in their last 3 games. And that's the first homer here on Sunday afternoon. Two-1 to Arcia.
Take a look at this
good news of being
down and getting this.
Helping Mav the other night and then being gone yesterday is the new build got everything taken out, cleaned up, and
so you
it
see
got
an idea where that
the new drive put in.
The, that little berm, whatever's out there.
But I did not get to this piece.
That one or Marcel's one that hit off the wall.
It was one of those things that if I messed up, I didn't want to not be able to.
They called it 405, but I'm not sure we can buy into that, right? It just seemed like it was an absolute rocket.
All right, that should have fixed
Orlando pretty well to left center, but not enough off of his bat.
Gotta be caught for out number 1.
1 away.
1 out, top of the 4th with a 4-1 lead over the Marlins.
Really not having any trouble picking up Jesús Luzardo's pitches here today.
There we are. I'm not hiding. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in.
So you
having
see
a good turnout
Emmanuel
today.
Rivera taking over.
Hey, if you haven't done so yet,
be
be sure to smash that thumbs up.
Not
for us.
sure if Berger tweaked something.
Yeah, currently have a 20 like goal.
Saw him try to make that one play
And
over to his right.
basically what it is when you go live, algorithm, like, you got to have a minimum of 20 likes for the algorithm to start pushing you out to more people. And
watch him in the
of course, you know how it goes. To get more subscribers, you got to have them people come in. So if you'd like to help this small streamer, be sure to hit that thumbs up.
So
if you haven't done so, be sure to subscribe.
And even if it's slight, you don't want to take any chances. You certainly don't want to be swinging. Even if it's just the littlest.
Oh, did you come make me some, Jim?
That ball was
I love homemade coleslaw.
See how far it rolls.
That's going to go all the way to the wall.
Michael thought about 3, but he pumps the brakes at second.
Harris with a double.
Smoked that baseball. We've talked a lot about Michael against lefties. I thought this would be a challenge for him today, but look at him staying on this baseball middle away. So something he's done well is hit the ball.
Yes, ma'am. I love homemade coleslaw. I love homemade pea salad.
And what you love about him going back to the base running we've seen,
I really like
he's sensing 3 immediately. He hits that ball, he knows it's a double. The question becomes whether or not he can get a triple.
Italian pasta.
He made the right move and pulled up.
Pasta salad, Italian pasta salad. I really, really like that too.
4 runs on 6 hits so far for Atlanta, and now Chadwick Tromp comes to the plate.
Macaroni salad as well. Them's all good stuff.
So you and I had a pretty interesting conversation with Chadwick Tromp the other day. He was very nice and kind enough to let us touch his baseball bats. We'd never touch a player's bat without asking, and I saw something kind of unusual about it, and I asked him, I said, that's a B45. I said, is that birch? And he said, yeah. He said he's been using birch his entire career.
Harris makes it back.
I've known a couple of players. Jonathan Lucroy, I know, was one that
pitcher actually spun and tried to get Harris out at second.
Everybody else, I don't know what the numbers are, 95% if not higher.
Come close.
Use maple. But he uses the birch. And what he said was very interesting about it. He said what he likes about them is the way that they feel, and they get harder as the season goes on.
Is that strike 3?
Like you got to break them in, and he just loves
strike
the way
3, so 2 outs. Runner in scoring position, top of the 4th, 4-1 lead.
That's right.
Yeah, Miami Marlins.
Staying to the perfect.
We got Ronald Acuna Jr. top of the order. Up to bat.
Bookshelves at home.
Will today be Acuna's day to get a homer? That's going to be a blooper. Harris is going to come home. Score! And, yeah, there you go. RBI double for Ronald Acuna Jr. 5-1 lead.
And more good base running
they
here.
They keep scoring like that, Tim. I don't know if we'll see you talk much more.
With the great speed of Michael Harris that he's going to score on this. And you take a look at this swing, and a good job by
just to fill everybody in. Tim in the beginning said for every home run the Braves put on, he's gonna down 3 beers.
Those are the kind of mistakes that they made. Ronald sensed it, saw the cutoff man was going to be missed.
I just asked that he be safe about it.
Well, as he swung out of his shoes there at a 4-seamer. But the Braves taking advantage every time they get somebody on base here so far today.
Mr. Tim Taylor.
Another attempt at
to get him Acuna this time. That's twice now. Between 2 batters that the pitcher has spun to try and get the runner off at second.
0-2 to Ozzie.
Ozzie is 1 for 2 on the day, a .333 batting average, a .913 OPS, 2 home runs. Not quite sure how many RBIs. It doesn't tell me that. Ground ball up to shortstop, over to first. That should retire it. That's out number 3. But the Braves did the damage. They got 2 more. So we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. All right, thank you so much. We're sitting at 14 likes, so we are 6 likes from hitting that 20 like goal. I almost promise you, you watch. We hit 20 likes, it'll start pushing more people in here. Every time that my stream has hit 20 likes, I have a huge influx of people where we'll be sitting, 25, 35, 40 concurrent. Otherwise, it just struggles to trickle in. I had a nice surprise a couple days ago, everybody. Now I don't know how long it'll be for, but I did a random speed test before a stream to make sure everything was working right. And my download speed actually tripled. Now, my upload speed, thank you, Ungoid. Thank you, Trish. Shout out to Trish from Ungoid, Charles City, Iowa. Thank you so much. And a belated shout out to Quentin. Thank you, Quentin. Quentin was he works at a local grocery store. He's the guy that bags your groceries and brings them out to you. He was so pleasant, so helpful, and very, very good at what he did. And I wanted to say thank you. And I told him I'd give him a shout out. So shout out to you, Quentin. Keep up the great work, my friend. Quentin works in Charles City, Iowa. Charles City, Iowa at Fairway. Duval misses it, so that'll be a standing double. Oh, certainly will. Friendly reminder, guys and gals, the 16th. That will be Tuesday's game, I believe. I will not be streaming. I have a full day of doctor appointments, and I cannot miss them. So Tuesday, I will not be able to stream the Astros game. I'll have, in that day alone, I think I'll be seeing 3 specialists. And I have to travel like 300 miles altogether, a round trip of 300 miles. So even if I had a little bit of time, I just don't think I would be able to sit in the chair and do it without falling asleep. They're gonna finally check in and find out why I fall asleep so easily. Sorry about that. Thank you for the heads up on that. Yeah, anytime you can't hear me or you can't hear the broadcast, yeah, just speak up like Randy did.
Players who have played the Marlins both when they
Sorry
were
about
Florida
that.
and Miami. The others, Max Scherzer, Clayton Kershaw, as you might imagine, Jordan Lyles, and Alex Cobb, the other pitchers.
Where's the shout out?
He gets Rivera, and there's
I gave a shout out to Quentin from Charles City, Iowa Fairway. Guy was so super helpful, very polite, did his job great, and I like to remind people when they do such an excellent job. So I asked him if he watched much of YouTube and told him to check out the stream.
5 strikeouts for the right-hander. One of them came against
So,
this guy.
good job, Quentin. I really appreciate it. Oh, that's out to Ronald. Ronald misses it, too. That's going to bring home a run.
So 2 doubles here in the 4th for Miami. And
2 leadoff doubles. First 2 batters have a double apiece.
Surprised about how far the wall was there. We saw him looking up and starting to reach out before he had gotten to the track. You see him look one more time and then see him kind of leaping. He had a little bit more room than he probably realized. And right off his glove.
Yeah,
Almost
yeah, they'll be playing the Astros.
Two
Yes, sir.
great catches this inning for Braves outfielders that aren't made. Not that you're expecting them to make them, and they're doubles instead.
I know Charlie's usually clutch.
Who hit the long homer.
Charlie pitched at his 47th pitch. That was his 47th right there.
And as you pointed
That'll be
out,
ball
it was on
one.
a cutter that stayed up in the zone.
81-mile-an-hour cutter. De La Cruz is 1 for 1 today with a solo home run in the second. And there he's going to do it again. Nope, out to Harris. It's going to drop in. That's going to bring another run in.
Jazz Chisholm comes home, and it's 5-3.
Hey, welcome in, everybody. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to smash that
really
thumbs
nice
up
read by
for
Jazz
us.
Chisholm, but the ball's away.
We currently start the stream at a 20 like goal. It takes a minimum of 20 likes to get the algorithm to start pushing the live stream out further to people. And you know, more views means more subs. I'm a small streamer trying to get up there to that 1,000 mark. So, if you'd like to help me out, please be sure to smash that thumbs up. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing, my friend?
So the Fish fighting here in the fourth, and now Jesus Sanchez, the batter.
Hey, Kenneth, do us all a favor. You live down there in Florida. Head on over to the stadium and take a mirror and shine that mirror in their pitcher's eyes for us.
Safe at first. You don't see many 5-6.
You got the force out at second this one, so out two, but the batter legged it out to get the first. That's safe.
On the phone, they're wondering whether or not they're going to challenge this. They're not.
No challenge.
But for Orlando, running toward the bag from the angle in which he was coming at to have to catch and try to turn, he made a great effort. Look at this. Yeah, you're right. I mean, essentially almost like he's playing a second baseman, but coming from the shortstop position.
That was close.
They did all they could.
Strike.
So
Charlie Morton pitching his
Gordon,
50th pitch. That pitch. 0-1 the count. 2 outs. Runner on first. Fish are making a rally.
Curveball makes it 0-2. Nick Gordon, first year with the Marlins, traded from the Twins in exchange for pitcher Stephen Okert before this year began.
Give Gene the love. Why would he say? Did I miss something?
Gives him a left-handed batter, versatility as an infielder and an outfielder.
She says, I'll give Gene the love. Clan won't. What'd he do? I gotta find out. Oh, be right back, he said. Oh, Gino.
And an 0-2 pitch here from Charlie Morton. That looked pretty good. Yep, ring him up. Painted on the outside.
That'll be out number 3, but the Fish scored 2. So we're going to head to the top of the 5th with a score of 5-3. Oh. Okay. I get it now. Well, Gene, the Fish just put 2 runs on in the bottom of the 4th. So it's 5-3 lead now. Braves. I don't have a problem with that. I'm safe in my masculinity. I don't have a problem with anybody liking the opposite sex. That doesn't. So all love goes to Gene and his naked carpentry skills. Some of the things you guys say. Well, Gene be standing there all naked and then just think of the look on his face of OKGB here come walking in instead of Laney. What the hell? Oh, out number 1, Austin Riley. 0 for 3 today. So up the bat comes Matt Olson. Oh, radio on.
They were just playing Careless Whisper by George Michael and Wham.
So here's what I'm trying to figure out. So obviously Matt Olson, former Oakland A. There was a period when Josh
Matty 2 for 2 on the day. 286 batting average.
In Oakland.
962 OPS and 3 home runs on the season.
I liked the song. That wasn't on my bingo card today at loanDepot Park.
Shohei Ohtani's at 4 or 5 home runs on the season.
And there's not too many people to.
I know I stated that I was going to do some Dodgers streaming
with Josh Reddick.
No.
In the season. I will be getting to some of them.
I was going to sing the song, but
a lot of their games are so late at night. And if I'm going to stream the Braves game, the Braves are so early in the day that it just.
Plus, she says I'm a terrible singer, which is also accurate.
Right now with
she didn't say
with already having the
right.
I don't sleep at night. I might get 3 hours of sleep a night because I'm up and down so much.
Matt steps out.
Hopefully.
So that
Tuesday.
Now,
Hopefully,
CJ
I'll find
Wright
out.
Kind of dissecting the middle.
Maybe they'll be able to answer some questions for me.
I mean, it can't be fun. It always looks obviously a little brighter there on television, but
get that taken care of.
High into that blue.
High fly ball.
Into the middle.
Caught for easy cat of corn. 2 outs.
Marcell Ozuna coming up. That reminds us to take a trip around.
Here comes the bomb. Big Bear.
Saw a long homer earlier in this series from Marcell. How about the one he hit here last year, CJ?
Yeah, he loves hitting at this ballpark. We've talked about it a bunch. This is a spot that he'd probably like to hit all the time if he could, because this was a missile that he hit out to left center. Hit a ball.
I do want to apologize to the Marlins fans that have stopped through. I see that I have the uniform incorrect
15 feet last year in
Arizona. I do apologize about that.
Which of course
I see that they had the black uniform yesterday.
They
got the blue today. I'll try and be better on top of that.
Back towards us.
Gotta be out of play.
Just below us. Just below.
2-1 to count. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. 5-3 lead over the Miami Marlins. We'll have Adam Duvall up to bat next if.
Skied.
Oh, that is an infield pop-up.
And he has enough real estate.
That's it.
3 balls
1,
in the
2,
air,
3.
3 outs. We're halfway home.
So we're heading to the bottom of the 5th. All right, where goes the ball? Where goes the ball? There goes. There. Right side, number 3. Woo! What you guys couldn't see is they got a little interactive during the commercial where a ball rolls out and goes underneath the Atlanta Braves hat, and there's 3 of them. And then they start moving them all around. And you gotta try and find the ball. I called it. I got it right. It was under number 3. All right. We have hit the 15 like mark. We just need 5 more likes. If you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, please be sure to smash that thumbs up. We're trying to reach that 20 like goal. As soon as we hit that 20 like goal, we'll definitely see an influx of viewers come through. I'm almost sure of it. Every time we've had a huge influx of members fly through. Or not members, but viewers. You guys today are killing it right now. 16-minute average view duration for the current viewers. That is amazing, everybody. That means you guys are staying and watching and liking what you're seeing. So thank you so very much. That absolutely helps. All right, we are back on the field. Brujan will be at back. Nick Fortes on deck, and
wasn't here in Miami. That was during
Perez will
training.
be
Went out
batting
and teed it up.
Swing and a miss.
Sunday.
And AJ Minter had the best shirt by far. That one is pretty amazing. It just said member on the name tag.
All those guys that you saw are pretty good golfers, and as you would expect, the Braves have some very long hitters out of that group. Trouble down the left field line. Brujan going the other way. Loses his helmet. He thought about 3, but he held.
That's going to be a leadoff double again for the Fish. Uh-oh, we got an injured player.
And this against the fastball for Brujan, but now Skip Schumacher, his
Brujan hurt.
out to check on him, is
grabbing his knee.
there as he got to second
Ozzy
base.
went to his Ozzy come up to his aide,
Nice piece of
asking him, "Hey man, you all right?" And Ozzy calls for the staff.
And when he got to the back, I thought he took a pretty hard turn.
Oh, he may have. Oh, he come up limping. Oh yeah, he's grabbing the knee.
Grabbing that right knee.
Seems like he's walking it off now, but
we just saw him in the dugout. He looked fine, but he hasn't played this entire series because apparently he's sick.
that's great sportsmanship. Ozzy right away comes up to him asking him, "Hey man, you okay? You okay?" And then signals to the guys, to his staff. Great sportsmanship.
Yeah, Tim Anderson, their new acquisition at shortstop, as CJ noted on Friday, was supposed to be in the lineup but woke up not feeling well, and he hasn't played yet in this series. Brujan just trying to stay in the game.
And Berger obviously already left the game as well, so Rivera is in. So they're down to 3 on their bench and essentially 2 position players. He's going to stay in. I say 2 position players. Bethancourt, of course, your backup catcher.
And the Marlins could breathe a sigh of relief there.
Playing finding balls. Hey now. I just read that.
Well, both teams swinging the bats pretty well here between the two. 8 runs, 12 hits. Nobody out with Brujan at second, and here is Nick Fortes, the catcher.
You guys. Hey, you guys.
Corner 0-1. The difference between the pitchers right now is Morton's pitch count is in much better shape than Luzardo's.
For sure, but there is some similarities here. Remember that inning that Charlie had that was back in the 3rd where he threw just 12 pitches, got the Braves offense back out there pretty quickly, and they scored a couple of runs. And now we saw Luzardo coming off an inning in which he was very efficient, just 11 pitches in his last one. And now Charlie's got his back against the wall here a little bit.
To the naked dog washer.
He does have 6 strikeouts, looking for number 7. Fortes able to hold off.
And based on the pitch count that you were talking about, there's some action down in the Marlins bullpen. 94 pitches for Luzardo. Guessing he is probably done.
Sixto Sanchez loosening.
Uber's take too long, Tim.
Ozzie can't get it.
Oh, that's going to be a base hit.
Well, Brujan, who right now is not running well, he stopped at third. He did not look comfortable moving.
Yeah, and I got to believe Skip Schumacher is going to give serious consideration to getting him out of the game at this point.
Brujan. That should have easily been a score for them.
The same depth that we have seen,
and he didn't come off the third after running the third.
Here's the thing: you're wondering whether or not they're going to go out and check on him. At this point, you got to.
He's grimacing the whole way, running the third. Yeah, they better think about getting him out of there. I don't want to see any player.
Out of there. He's trying to fight through it, and you respect it, but he's not right.
I don't care what team they play for. I don't want to see nobody get hurt.
That's amazing.
Athletic trainer started to go out there, and then Brujan said, "No, I'm good."
No doubt that Skip Schumacher is not comfortable with this at all. A little bit surprised that he's allowed him to stay out there. He knows what it's like to play the game. He knows what it's like to want to be out there. But it's up to those in charge to kind of make decisions for those that maybe don't make the best decisions for themselves.
A rise, Grutter Olson to second for one.
1-2, double play, baby.
Now the runner does score, but a big double play and a hard.
We got a double play, but we lost a run on that one. So it's 5-4.
Now this is tremendous once again for Matt Olson. We get used to this because he is so good over there. He creates a really nice lane as he takes a step.
Beautiful double play.
He's fielding this baseball and then gets back.
Ground ball to Matt Olson, who throws it to second.
It doesn't look right at all.
And then back to first it comes for the double play.
Now we'll see. Be shocked if he's back.
That'll be ball one for Charlie Martin.
But who knows? Speaking of injuries, Jake Berger, they did officially announce it is a left oblique. And that's why he left the game.
Who left? Oh, it's a left oblique. So Brujan left the game with a
completely behind the mound now.
Left oblique.
As Morton deals to Bell.
Now Tim's like, no more runs. No more runs.
Struck him out.
Got him swinging. Strike three. Third out. So we are moving to the top of the sixth. 5-4 score. Atlanta over the Marlins. The Atlanta Braves have 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The Finns starting to make a comeback, sitting at 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error on the day. Remember, everybody, to get your votes in. Get your votes in. Even though I didn't stream and Matt didn't stream it, so there's no Golden Broom celebration for this series or a possibility of it. No possibility for a celebration for the vote chat. As like I said, they did miss a stream. So here's how I will combat that. If I cannot stream from here out, guys and gals, if I cannot stream, then head on over to the channel. Go to the community section on the channel. There will be a vote poll in there, and we'll go on that on the times that I can't stream. So I will be bringing you. I know CeeLo's doing like all this next week. He's going to be streaming Braves games. Tuesday I won't be able to. I've already told you my day is filled up. I have doctor's appointments. Like three specialists I got to go see. But Monday, I will for sure be bringing you the first game of the Astros series Monday. And then hopefully everything turns out good with the docs. That I don't got to spend any time in the hospital, because They want to do some studies where I'll have to go and actually stay overnight a few times. But I don't know if that's going to be this coming up one. Man, it knocked me out of the live view again. Sorry about that, guys. Let me get this refreshed. Oh, high it up, outside.
About kind of burst on the scene as a 21-year-old.
So, 1-0, 1-0. All right, let me get it synced up for you guys. Wait a minute, we got to run around first.
Year-old with the Marlins.
All right. That should be synced.
Kid who came over from Philadelphia. And
sorry about that. It knocked the interactive a little wonky. Got her fixed.
Really slowed things down. Now he's in the bullpen.
2-0 the count. Swing and a miss. 2-1.
Right shoulder injuries, 2 right shoulder surgeries. Did not play at all in 2021 or 2022, and last year
let me get my chat back
game
up
in the minor league. So think about that, one game of live action over 3 years. He settled back in here, 2-2.
After being in that shortened season in 2020, a guy who made 7 starts, had a complete
runs, baby.
Very respectable 3.4 ERA, again as a 21-year-old.
Slider misses up, full count. Payoff pitch now. Through a 96-mile-per-hour fastball that is fouled out of play.
Chris, I forgot 2020 you could throw 7 innings and get a complete game, right? That's what we did, the shortened doubleheaders, and that's exactly what it was.
The gambling boat, huh?
Times back then.
That sounds like fun, Gene. You know, I'm turning 46 in November. And I have only been to a casino 4 times in my life.
Right hand. It has some giddy up.
The first 2 times I was there in less than 20 minutes.
Duvall breaks for second, and he's going to be able to walk the rest of the way as the changeup missed inside.
That'll be ball 4. So Arcia will be walked to first. Runner moves to second. So we got runners at first and second.
Well,
top of 6, no outs.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was 5-1, and the Marlins scored the last 3. Now the Braves threatening to get some cushion back with 2 on and nobody out.
Looks like we're stalling out on the likes. We are at 15 likes.
No strikeouts this year for Sixto
you haven't done
Sanchez.
so.
The
Please
last
smash
big
that
hitter
like
that he
button.
struck
That
out back
up.
in 2020 was Ronald Acuna Jr.
And Ronald in the hole right now. He'll be up after Chadwick Tromp, who's on deck.
That fried chicken, you smell that?
I do. You want to go grab us some?
I mean, it smells amazing.
Fantastic.
Who knows, with this wind, that could be somebody cooking it downtown.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really windy right now.
It was just like yesterday. Friday the winds were pretty calm, but yesterday and today. And the way that this building is constructed, and we were talking with the Marlins folks about this pregame too, the wind will occasionally just pick up out of nowhere, and then it'll die down, but the wind can just swirl in here and get caught in these strange patterns.
And I wonder how much. It's one thing with the roof being open really windy, and then those panels that they have out in left field, you can see there that are wide open. That's got to wreak some havoc on what's going on inside the stadium with the wind.
And down goes Harris.
Harris goes down swinging. Out number 1.
But because of the construction here,
of this place. It's, yeah, kind of to your point. They were saying it's hard to detect. What does the ball blow out to left, right, center? They said, well, the wind just kind of takes it a little bit of everywhere.
I feel like every stadium should have very small flags and flag poles that come out of the walls, like maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 spots in the outfield that are just about 10 feet high.
Rivera to second for 1 and on to first. A 5-4-3 double play. So the Braves got 2 on, but nothing to show for it.
5-4-3 double play. So we're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Score is still 5-4. They're back live on the field.
And see those 3 outside of the strike zone, something we talked about at the very beginning of the game. And Charlie has used that pitch well. He also had a couple that were called. He did a nice
foul
job
ball.
with backdoor curveballs to some lefties today.
Facing 3-4-5 in the Miami order, starting with Rivera. Oh, 0-2 fastball. Emmanuel Rivera didn't get the start today. Again, replaced Jake Berger at third. He was actually in camp in spring.
Well,
make the opening
usually
day
that
roster,
sound
they
means
traded
my
him to the
cameras
Marlins
having
April 2nd for cash consideration. 0-2 fastball. He's playing a big role for this Miami team.
Oh, shout out back to you there, Mr.
2-2
CeeLo.
from Charlie Morton.
Yep, that's what I
Aim
thought.
for the
Cam,
outside corner
I'll
and
fix
miss.
that here in a second.
And missed again off the outside edge.
No, come on, Charlie.
Rivera.
Charlie will be back and pitching his 72nd pitch
Message now
next
from
one.
Texas Pete.
Just walked the runner.
Texas Pete. Sauce like you mean it.
Rivera represents the tying run. Jazz Chisholm had an RBI double back in the 4th. He's 1 for 2. Rubber game of the series, but then the Braves and Marlins won't have to wait long to meet again. The next homestand, the Marlins come to Truist Park April 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Swing and a miss. Change up there from Charlie.
How about Jazz Chisholm almost spinning himself completely around on that changeup as we take a look at pitches by inning here for Charlie Morton. And the reason that he's in this 6th inning with a very good pitch count is because of how efficient and consistent he has been.
All right, we got to pause it just a little bit. One more pitch, and it'll be lined up again. Let me fix by Cam.
So far today.
There you go. Now that is
just got a piece.
That should be synced up for you.
Both of Charlie's starts so far this year against Chicago and against the Mets, he went 5 2/3. He has made it 5+ so far. Strike on the inside corner.
Got him looking. Strike 3.
Looked like that caught the plate and make it 8 strikeouts now for the right-hander.
It did, and this is a great pitch from Charlie, even though it might not have been intentional. It looked like Chadwick Tromp was set up away, and he was. But this works too, because that is paint on the inside corner and a really good pitch to a lefty.
Nice job, Charlie.
Season high in
Let me get
strikeouts
my
so
chat
far.
back
Now
up here.
he pitches to David
Sorry,
Cruz.
everybody.
And he gets that call. Oh, 2 fouled straight back. De La Cruz has had a big series for the Marlins. 3 RBI double yesterday, and today a solo homer and an RBI single. Morton deals, bouncing to Riley. Nice play on an in-between hop.
Nice. That'll be out number 2. But
That's
runner moved to second.
The thought, of course, obviously, especially here in a one-run
So the
game,
Fish
trying to
now
lead runner,
the
but
scored
it's a much
run
easier
on
play,
second.
a safer play to go ahead and take that to
Or scoring run.
to make sure you get an out.
The tying run
continues
on
to
second.
impress as he's worked with that, not too short of a hop, but short enough. But there, the hand showing up once again, and a good throw over to first base.
Jesus Sanchez.
Oh, that's going to be a blooper out to.
Tied up in a moment. It's home, but it's late. And it's 5-4.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Well,
That's a dropped in out to center field. The Fish score off of that one.
Further out, perhaps a little bit lower. Strong throw here from
An
Michael,
RBI double for the Fish.
And also allowed the runner to
2 out RBI double.
Position for Sanchez.
And that is it for Charlie Morton. So all 3 of his starts this year, he has made it 5 2/3, but does not get out of the 6th. We'll be back in a moment.
So we're going to have pitcher change coming up. Uncle Charlie's day is done. Well, there's that commercial of remote surgery again. That's crazy, I tell you. Wow. The A team for who? Who'd you go see, D? If you don't mind me asking, I missed what you might have said. All right, everybody, we have hit 20 likes, baby! Woo! Thank you so much, and we did it. It only took us half the game. I'm stoked about that. Can we make it 25? Can we make it 25, everybody? If you haven't done so, please hit that thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up, actually. Tear that thumbs up off. You guys are amazing. Thank you. All right, we're back live on the field in a tie game, 5-5.
Helps you get there. Miami has scored the last 4 runs to tie this thing at 5 apiece. So now Dylan Lee is summoned out of the bullpen here to face Nick Gordon.
And Dylan Lee has done a
Dylan Lee coming in for the Atlanta Braves.
And righties, he has not allowed a run in his 8 innings.
First pitch was a strike.
5 strikeouts.
0-1 the count, 2 outs, runner on second.
Potential go-ahead run at second base.
Oh!
Deep to right.
That's gone.
Back, and it's gone.
2-run home run.
Miami has scored the last 6 now, and they are in front.
7-5. No. No.
First pitch Gordon saw was a slider, and here comes another one. You can see it inner third. Chadwick wanted it away. You're up ahead in the count. You want to sweep that a little bit more, get it away from the hitter. They're catching too much.
Well, thank you, Tim. I appreciate it.
Here, first row.
So this game has flipped. And Nick Gordon's first homer as a Marlin earns him the straw hat.
Down and dirty, ball 1.
To Brujan.
Oh, foul ball.
But Gordon, that was his 3rd home run already, actually, in just 26 plate appearances. He only hit 2 all of last year with Minnesota. Now, that was only in 34 games, but he's given him a little boost.
Boy, that was an ecstatic Finns fan. Her favorite team hit a foul ball, and she got the ball, and she was just out there just dancing. She was happy to have got that ball. I would be too, though. Regardless if it was a home run or anything like that, just to get a souvenir.
Say he went. DJ Rayburn down there making it 3-2.
I think that was a strike anyway.
All right, so we got 3-2 count, full boat.
That one is off the outside edge. And Brujan will trot down to
Come on, Lee. Now we're going to have a runner walked on the first. 2 outs.
Nick Fortes 1 for 2.
I agree, Laney.
Line foul.
Foul
A
ball.
couple of feet. Between yesterday and today, this has looked like a different Marlins lineup. This is a team that, again, coming in here to this series and only won 2 games, but now threatening to win in back-to-back days against the Braves.
Yesterday, we saw them take advantage of a couple of walks from Chris Sale when they had that 3-run 5th inning.
Thank you for the like on that.
Top in the bats here.
We're now currently at 21 likes. We're shooting for 25. If we reach 25, we may even try for 30.
This series as the worst offensive team in baseball.
They only scored 1 run in the first game of the series, but a different story since. Riley, good play.
Riley over to second to force out.
Side retirement.
That'll be it for the side. We're gonna head to the top of the 7th. The Miami Fish now leading 7-5 over the Atlanta Braves. Yeah, we're really down two. I mean, the Braves could put on a 5-run inning at any point. They got the talent, absolutely. Um, 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 um. Yes, Gene, I know it. We are back live on the field. Here comes Acuna Jr. to the bat.
Yeah, another Brave who enjoys hitting here in Miami. We'll take another one of those extra base hits right now to lead off this 7th inning with the Braves trailing by 2.
So Trevor showed you Doc Gooden getting his number 16 retired. Darryl Strawberry was there. Well, Strawberry's number 18 will be retired on June 1st there in Queens. Those two guys in their prime, boy, could they play.
Yep, they certainly could.
So here's Bender out of the bullpen for Miami. And his pitch misses inside to Acuna.
We saw Bender in yesterday's ball game, and he threw the ball well in the inning worth of work that he had. A couple of strikeouts, and so far this season, 10 punch-outs to just 2 walks in 6 innings.
That one awkwardly came in on the hands. Arise hurries and makes a play.
Acuna not able to leg that one out, so that'll be out number 1.
Infield.
Top
Tim
of the
Anderson
7th.
has now come in at shortstop to replace Brujan after he tweaked something in his leg earlier. We speculated that change might come sooner, but it did eventually come from Skip Schumacher.
All right.
Ozzie Albies awaits a 1-0. A ball and a strike.
This guy's got really good movement. We saw it yesterday. That's a 2-seam.
All right, Kenneth, I went over and I subscribed to his channel. Now, hopefully, he'll come and do the same.
It's a tough ball to square up, though, when it's moving that much.
Ozzie squares this one up pretty good, but
it's going to easily get underneath for out number 2.
And there are 2 outs. Stay tuned for the stretch presented by our friends at Synovus after the top of the 7th has concluded. Riley 0 for 3 today. He does have a double and a triple in the series, though. 95 miles per hour down.
All right, D.
And again. Anthony Bender, who missed all of last year, out with Tommy John surgery, healthy, looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And he won't.
That's going to be a base hit right up the middle for Austin Riley. So that a 2-out base hit.
Austin Riley has a 2-out single.
And when it comes to facing a guy like Bender, more often than not, to get to him, you're going to have to string together base hits. Again, because of the movement, he does not allow very many home runs.
Sure?
Hasn't allowed one yet this year. But the right guy to potentially do it in Matt Olson.
3 homers this year from Matt, coming off that historic 54 home run season last year, and he hit the record breaker number 52.
You guys, hey, you guys.
Andrew Jones for the most in a season in Braves history. That was on September 16th last year. No homer, but he does get a hit through the right side.
Base hit.
Austin Riley.
Riley going to move to third.
Braves trying to put together
Braves have runners on the corners.
A good hard contact here by Matt Olson at 105 off the bat. It's a 2-seam fastball that leaked back over the middle of the plate. Exactly what you need to do here against Bender. So far with 2 outs, the Braves are putting one of those kind of rallies together.
And you give an opportunity to one of the hottest hitters in baseball in Marcell Ozuna. But before that, Mel Stottlemyre is going to come out and pay a visit to Bender.
Hey guys, what's even sadder, I heard that also included 5-second cuddle
quick
time.
message here from Truist.
And the 10-second
When you work
foreplay.
with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're
I lied, I didn't hear that. See, look at that. Gene getting me in trouble.
So we dug into Marcell
Makes me
Ozuna
think
and the success that he has
naughty
been having
thoughts.
here yesterday, and the conversation came to the 4-seam fastball, which he has crushed, elevated, especially. He's done a really good job getting to velocity. The numbers going back to last year off the charts. He's also hit the 2-seamer pretty well. That's what you get here from Bender with that really good movement. Going back to the beginning of last season, the OPS was over 900 against that pitch. It was over 1,200 against the 4-seam fastball. So even though this kid's got a good one with good movement, it is something that Marcell has handled pretty well against righties while he's been on his hot streak.
Braves could use him to continue on that hot streak here. Again, Atlanta led the
I was just saying I heard that there's 5-second and 10-second cuddle and foreplay time added.
Riley at third, Olson at first. Ozuna takes that low and away.
You know, the slower off-speed pitches from righties is where he's had a little bit of an issue. And again, he's been hitting the ball so well. But anything firm, the harder sliders, the fastballs, that's where Marcell has done his damage. The sweeper that this guy has could be a tough pitch for him.
This ball is hammered.
That is good! Big Bird! No! Oh! Off the wall, my ass!
Matt Olson has to stop at third. Ozuna's going to get a double.
That's going to be a double.
It's 7-6. He just missed a 3-run homer.
Again, just
why the hell is that called a double?
Now for Marcell Ozuna, and like we talked about, his ability to get to the fastball. That one's in off the plate. I think he thought he got it. It came down quickly. He hit it hard at 104 miles an hour. And he gets the second easily as that throw goes over to third, but he's been duped twice today.
Why was that?
I feel like the Braves have had so many of those, not only in this series, but this season. Now Duvall, who did hit a homer back in the 4th inning. Ozuna, the Miami man, he just loves it when he comes back here.
It hit the wall.
Called a strike, 1-1 to Adam Duvall.
It hit the wall, bounced off. Why are they calling that a double? It didn't go over. It didn't bounce. It didn't go over.
We've seen Duvall attacked by the breaking pitch today from Luzardo as well.
Swing and a miss.
Again, 1-2.
So who we got? Duvall, I think, up batting.
And Duvall will step out.
Yep, Adam Duvall, 1 for 1 today.
Run at third. Potential go-ahead run at second. But 2 down. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
No, Matt. I think Matt came from second.
2-2.
Or no, we had runners.
So in the back of your mind, you know he's got that good 90.
I don't know why he wasn't able to.
In on the righties. Good hitters will tell you cannot be afraid to get jammed. Right, you got to be able to cover the outer part of the plate. That's where he's been throughout this entire at bat. And if he throws that sinker, just try to put it in play.
Swing and a miss.
We got screwed out of a run.
Leave 2 on. They score 7-6 as we head to the stretch.
I don't know what that's about. I really don't understand that one. It bounced off the cage of the wall and back into the field. Why was it ruled a double? Yeah, I know, George. I thought it was gone. Hell, even the bear thought it was gone. He just stood there looking at it before he started running. He better watch doing that. I don't know if you guys remember, but Ozzie got sat down. He got sat out for doing that last season. Sat him down on the bench and chewed his ass because he wasn't running as hard as he should have been because he thought it was a home run. Oh. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for stopping by today. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to smash that thumbs up. We're currently got a 25 like goal set for the channel. We're at 21 likes. If you'd like to help us reach that goal and you haven't done so, be sure to smash that thumbs up.
Dear goodness, Wiley found a vuvuzela.
He looked like a natural.
Wow.
Joe Jimenez. Is this too late? G.I. Joe, I believe, Bav says.
Musical musings of it.
5 games, 4.2 innings, 1.93 ERA, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts this season.
Really get out there and get into it.
You just never know when you're going to be inspired musically.
Yeah, and now you're our inspiration, Wiley. There's no question. As I said earlier, he's our man of steel. Joe Jimenez is on here in the 7th. Top of the order, starting with a rise.
That's been a good start to the season for Joe Jimenez. This will be game number 6 for him.
I do not know, actually.
2/3.
Like she went somewhere with her mom or
slider combination.
something like that. She didn't tell me.
Rise is 0 for 3. Last time up, he hit into a 3-6-3 double play down to Matt Olson.
That's going to be a fly ball up the middle center. Got to drop in for a single.
Well, it's just tough to keep this guy down with all that great contact that you get from him. And of course, he is a batting champion 2 times over. 94 middle away, and the thing about him is he never tries to do too much. He's going to take what the pitcher gives you, pitch it away, he's going to hit it away.
Welcome in, everybody. She is stopping in.
Doubled and scored in the 4th. He's 1
just
for 3
joining us,
today.
the Marlins jumped on top 7-6.
Joe Jimenez misses
We're
up
in
with a fastball.
top of
I
the
probably shouldn't
bottom
admit
of
this,
the
but I'm
7th.
kind of relieved. I thought it was the 8th inning.
Marlins leading
Yeah,
7-6 over the
Braves only got 3 outs left to try to
Braves.
score another one.
No outs, runner on first.
It's a long
1-0
season.
the count.
We all lose track on the scorecard. Twice
That'll
this
be
year,
a
I wrote
strike,
in
so
Harris
1-1
in
the
right field
count.
and Acuna in center. So I'll go ahead and
Cunha
air my
still
dirty
has not started his season.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
The indicator for me should have been to take me out to the ball game. We usually do that in the 7th, right?
I certainly will, Miss Lane.
So
Thank you.
Baseball, the top of the 7th inning happens, then the 7th inning, they call it the stretch.
Okay.
That's why we do the stretch presented by Synovus. They do that song there.
Which is why I got up and left. That's always the time if you need to use the restroom. Those are my clues. Took me a while to pick up on.
Yeah, we do, Gene. We don't want them putting on any more runs.
See Wiley's musical performance.
I still think we got screwed. We got hosed on that play. That bounced off the wall.
1-2 pitch, got him, blew it by him.
Got him, swinging. Matt Olson should have been able to come home, but was kept at third, and they ruled it a double.
For Joe Jimenez, just continuing to do really good work against right-handed and left-handed hitters. The splits don't matter. The fastball plays really well, and he blew that one right past Josh Bell.
9 strikeouts for Braves pitching. Remember, Charlie Morton had 8 through 5 2/3. Dylan Lee got the last out there in the 6th inning, but unfortunately Lee gave up the 2-run homer to Nick Gordon that gave the Marlins the lead.
Rivera 0 for 1 today, was walked in the 6th. Want to know the count? 1 out, runner on first. Strike 2.
There from Joe Jimenez.
Strike 1, my bad. Yes, sir, Gene. Two and 1 the count.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Slider making it 2-2.
2 and 2 the count.
These close games, this is where the Marlins excelled last year. They were 33 and 14 in 1-run games, best in Major League Baseball. That's what really catapulted them into the postseason. They're 0-2 in 1-run games this year. And the first 2 games in this series haven't been particularly close. The Braves won big on Friday, and then the Marlins won by 4 yesterday. But this one is shaping up to go down to the wire. 2-2 pitch.
All right, here comes the pitch. Down in the dirt, so that'll be 3 and 2. Full boat. Come on, G.I. Joe. We don't need you to be walking this guy. Damn, come on.
Now the payoff for the right-handed reliever. And it is hit to center field. Michael Harris tracking in.
Harris gets under it. Out number 2.
A message here from our friends at Delta.
From Braves country to the world. Delta, official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
And Delta is all set, ready to take the team to Houston when this one is over, but not done yet.
Here comes the windup and the delivery. Strike.
Jimenez fires a strike to Jazz Chisholm. Good location, 0-2.
Similar to what he struck out on last time, where even though Chadwick Tromp was set up outside, it ends up being a really good fastball.
Yes, sir, George.
Accidentally now does open
Duly
up the
noted.
part of the plate, even though that wasn't the intent. If they want to,
We generally play it all the time, though, just to boost the spirits of our guys.
Back inside and up.
But duly noted, my friend.
Jazz has struck.
I didn't mean to do it wrong.
Swinging once looking. High strikeout rate in his career, over right around 30%. Swing
and a miss. There you go. Strike three.
Sends us to the 8th inning.
We are heading to the top of the 8th. Remember, get your final votes in, everybody. Keep good practice of doing the votes. Very right, Lane. I'm not even sure what time they play tomorrow. Let's go check that out. Oh, okay. Tomorrow's an 8:10 p.m. Eastern game, everybody. 7:10 Central. So that will be a late game. Late game tomorrow. So, Tuesday's game will be at 8:10 Eastern, 7:10 Central. And then Wednesday's game will be 2:10 Eastern, 1:10 Central. Now, I know I heard Stilo say that he's going to be streaming the Braves games all week long. So definitely be able to watch it there. But since it's a later game, and Mav is starting to understand that he needs to pick up a stream during the week, you know, even if it's one late game that he has to stay up late, he might actually pick that one up for you guys. All right, back to live on the field.
In the right spot.
Orlando Arcia back. Swinging a miss. Strike one. Michael Harris will be on deck, and Chadwick Trump will be batting third in the hole. Marlins lead 7-6.
0-2. 25-year-old reliever. The Marlins drafted him back in 2019 in the 16th round. Turned out to be a good pick for them. And on 3 pitches, he gets the Braves shortstop.
Got him swinging.
Well, slider down in the 0-2 count. Pretty well located as we see Orlando kind of swinging right over the top of it.
Michael Harris here, and then Travis d'Arnaud has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. So he will hit in place of fellow catcher Chadwick Trump. 5 strikes so far for Nardi.
And what a difference from that outing that he had. He just did not look sharp, did not have very many pitches at all in the strike zone. Mentioned 2 walks for him. He threw 17 pitches.
And Michael Harris, foul tip into the mitt of Fortes, 2 away.
You know, sometimes you come off outings like that and you're frustrated. You let up a couple of runs and it's your fault because you were not throwing very many strikes. And I think for Nardi, he comes into this one much more focused and determined to attack these Braves hitters.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts for Nardi, and now here's the aforementioned Travis d'Arnaud.
1 second here, Lane. You're asking for his channel link, right?
Travis had a single yesterday, and then he had a.
I'm not sure how else to do it. There we go. Yes, ma'am.
Misses inside, so Nardi will not have an immaculate inning. 1-1.
I started looking it up. I have an immaculate inning report saved, believe it or not.
All right, 1-1 the count, 2 outs, top of the 8th.
Luckily, we don't have.
D-Train swings and a miss. That's 1-2 the count.
Side with 9 pitches.
D-Train and hitting for Chadwick Trump.
Well, he might do it on 10 pitches. 1-2. No, up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I know you were shocked to find
2-2 the count.
Immaculate inning report saved.
I knew you were ready. You haven't been fooled yet. Travis
foul ball.
Slider.
Alrighty. You are so kind.
A lot of body blows.
Very nice, Lane. Got a good heart.
Every team getting a run or 2 here or there.
I wish the world was just overflowing with good people like you.
Looking strong. He strikes out the side.
Or at least overflowing more than what it is, because there are a lot of really good-hearted people like yourself. Just, in my opinion, not enough. That's why I love having you here, D here, you know, all you regulars that come. I love it because you make me laugh. You make it very pleasant and enjoyable for anybody else that comes in and comes through. Good-hearted people. Thank you so much, guys. You make the chat and the streams what they are. Well, thank you, ma'am. I certainly love each and every one of you as well. You guys are the reason I sit and do this. You know, yeah, there's always the incentive that someday I'll get up there and I'll be able to make a revenue off of it. But it's you know, that's a little part of it, of course. You know, everybody would like to make a revenue off of what they do in life, but I just love to stream. I love interacting with new people, meeting new people from around the world. It's so great. That's why I run the gaming organization that I do. You know, we love to meet new people. It's great.
Including Wiley Ballard. Sometimes the gifts write themselves.
No, you do. All the time, Gene.
On in the 8th at a 1-run game.
7th appearance of the season for AJ. A couple home runs allowed, but just a 143 batting average against, 4-seam fastball, cutter, and changeup with that heater sitting around 95 miles an hour.
He will try to keep this game 7-6.
I know, right? They're like 3-13, 3-12. If we don't get this turned around, we're gonna. It's like losing to the frickin' Athletics last year.
Second on the team.
We went down there and got spanked.
So he does have pop in that bat. There's a strike on the
I should say down there. We went over to the West Coast. They absolutely slapped us around. We ended up taking the series, but still.
Out of play to the second deck, 0-2. Well, the Mets took 2 of 3 from the Braves last series, and now the Marlins trying to make it 2 straight NL East opponents to win 2 of 3 against Atlanta. And certainly the Braves not done yet. They'll have the top of the order coming out. Losing his helmet there, De La Cruz is
swinging a miss. That'll be strike 3 for out number 1, bottom of the 8th. Marlins leading 7-6 over the Atlanta Braves.
That means the ball coming into you, and my guess is there that he was anticipating a backdoor cutter. Instead, it was a changeup going the other way at 86.
11 strikeouts now for Braves pitchers here this afternoon. Lefty-lefty matchup with Sanchez.
Mini-Me thought he'd have to jump out there and dance for you a little bit.
Gosh, the Marlins pitchers, after Nardi struck out the side in the 8th, they have 9 strikeouts, so 20 total strikeouts in the game today.
I can see why, Gene.
And A.J. Minter a strike away from getting Sanchez here.
Right, number
8 of
2.
those 9 strikeouts for Braves hitters coming from the bottom of the order. Something we've talked about a lot, how good the bottom of the order has been, but from the 6th spot down, that's where 8 of those punch outs have come from.
Got him.
Got him swinging.
Cutter, outside corner, 2 away.
Out number 2. Yes.
That is the go-to pitch for A.J. Minter, especially against these lefties. But whenever he wants strikeouts, it's the cutter more often than not that he's finishing hitters off with. Making now 44 punch-outs on the cutter going back to the beginning of last year, of the 92 over that time.
Now Gordon, who had the biggest swing of this game, that 2-run homer in the 6th that gave the Marlins the lead.
How about this for that home run? 18th of his career, tying his brother D, who had 18 in his career and also played here in Florida. Of course, they're both the sons of the former right-handed reliever Tom Gordon.
0-1 the count.
Tom, who lasted forever, 21
years.
years.
0-2 the count.
8 different clubs, 3-time All-Star.
Great curveball that he had. I called him a teammate for a little while in New York. But little brother right now, big opportunity. Let's not do it today. But
all right, here comes Minter in the windup. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Minter comes in and 1-2-3's them. 3 Ks.
Between the 2 pitchers, but when we come back with the Braves down 1, it's the top of the order.
You know what's brilliant? Think about it. Boring is the unsung catalyst for bold.
What straps bold to a rocket and hurtles it into space? Boring does.
Boring makes vacations happen.
Oops, I got some commercial in there. Oopsie. Yes, ma'am. I'll get one of them. You want just the letter K? We'll make it a nice, neat K. And I actually thought we really kind of need see a lot of those go by how many memberships you have. So, and it's like to buy, it's $3.20 per membership and when somebody gifts out memberships, it only allows you to gift out the most expensive tier that they have, which of course for me is $2.99. So it comes to $3.20 with tax. Otherwise, I think like gifting out 5 of them, it may be $15. Because I thought not only should we have the K, but an actual Braves tomahawk as well.
Sports out. Rematch of the 2021 World Series where the Braves bested the Astros in 6 games. Well,
and I just learned that
and you can see all those
I just learned that you can set up different categories. Like you can make a bunch of different categories and have the emojis in there, but you can only use one category during a stream. So that'll help matters too.
Acuna a walk and RBI.
Come on, Acuna.
A stolen base today, but he's quickly down 0-2.
0-2 already. This is a picture-perfect mirror to Michael Harris the second last season.
The MVP
this is how Michael Harris started out.
Fouled back.
How about that 0-2? That was 96, good velocity, but right down the middle and not where you want to throw it. He's lucky that Ronald fouled that off.
That's all the bigger they'll allow.
Ronald didn't miss that.
That's going to be a base hit.
Hits it in between Rivera and
That's
Anderson,
a leadoff base
the
hit.
tying run is aboard.
All right, so
I did Ronald a favor by
being
close to the strike zone, back-to-back.
Calling an end to the chat vote.
Zone, and you mentioned it does not miss the slider, and now things get very interesting.
I'd like to say thank you to everybody that participated. We had a total of 24 votes. 96% of you voted for Atlanta Braves winning, while 4% voted for the Miami Marlins. I'd like to thank all the Marlins fans for joining us as well.
No.
Takes a slider that looked like a ball. Paul Clemens has been a little generous with that strike zone this afternoon.
Is Ronald going to run? Looks like he's going to run.
0-2.
0-2 the count.
Well, 6 pitches and all strikes so far from Scott, so you know he's going to be around the zone. You might not have thought that going in, though, because of all the walks that are on that ledger, but he so far has come in here and attacked these Braves hitters.
Atlanta led this game 5-1, but now down 7-6 in the ninth with a series on the line. Oh, 2. Did he go around? No, he did not.
No, he did not. 1-2 the count.
Let's take a look at this from the side. That's a great call. I thought it was a little bit closer than it actually was. He absolutely held up.
That one, though, he definitely swung it.
That is going to be strike 3.
And a big first out for Tanner Scott and the Marlins.
It's part of what you get with Ozzie. As good as he is against lefties, he is going to open up the zone. Will chase a little bit, and unfortunately, couldn't get to that one.
Riley 1 for 4 today. He has 3 hits in the series. First pitch to him is upstairs.
Come on, Riley.
Riley's 3 hits here in Miami this weekend. A single, a double, and a triple.
Outside, ball 2. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. If you're just joining us, we're in the top of the ninth. We have 1 out, runner on first for the Braves, with the Marlins leading 7-6.
Riley hacking at the 204 seam fastball, 2-1.
Come on, Riley.
Braves 8-5 on the young season, trying to avoid dropping.
Hey, Matthew, how you doing?
Bounce foul, and the count evens up.
So as much as we've talked about the shadows, and now you have the pitcher and the hitter that are in the shade, the other thing that could come into play, take a look at the batter's eye. You basically have where it's really bright, and then it's also really dark, and we've seen all these strikeouts over the last couple of innings, and I wonder how difficult it is potentially to see right now with
Here
that.
Comes the pitch.
Acuna took off.
Riley's going to put it out. That'll be foul ball, so we'll do it again.
About that yesterday, CJ, how that batter's eye late afternoon, it can be tough.
So we're essentially right at almost the start of the game yesterday. What were we, 4:10 yesterday, and here we are at 4:01, so somewhat similar. You don't really like having a batter's eye that's lit up by the sun. It kind of defeats the purpose.
The lefty Scott ready with a 2-2 pitch. Ronald
comes.
doesn't go, and Austin fouls it off again.
Foul ball.
Good battle here between these two. Here we go again. And we will do it once more.
Foul ball, we'll do it again.
Scott ready. He deals. Riley to center field.
Riley to center field. Back. He's got it caught.
As he runs onto the track.
And Acuna runs back to first.
Another hard hit ball by a Brave. That this one turning into an out. 107 off the bat, and good looking swing. A great at bat for Austin Riley, and he gets himself a slider. And you can see the frustration because he did everything right, hit it hard, just hit it in the right spot.
We tried.
The final hope for Atlanta is Matt Olson, who is having a great
Matty-O, here we are down to our last out.
Driven in a run.
Ball one.
Came inside, almost hit him. 1-0. The lefty-lefty matchup.
Come on, Matt, put it out.
Inside
Ball
again.
2.
Ronald still over there at first base. 3-0. Marcell Ozuna would be next.
As good as Scott has been against lefties, 181 is the batting average going back to last year. He has had
Come on, Matty.
With the command. The walk rate really high against lefties at 12%. A great opportunity here.
Why not bring Ozuna up?
Matt Olson to get on with a free pass.
And he will
That's
get
ball
on via
4.
free pass. Marcell Ozuna coming to the plate, tying run in scoring position. Marcell today has hit 2 balls off of the wall, 1 in center, 1 in left, just missing a pair.
Come on, Come on, Big Bear.
Well, this is fun. It's just, listen, you'd love to have a blowout win.
All right.
The drama has built here as this game has gone on. You get everything that you want. Your hottest hitter, your best RBI guy right now. You got an amazing runner out at second base with Ronald Acuna Jr., who's run the bases really well here. I wonder, obviously they're not going to do it. Would you pinch run Forrest Wall here?
Sorry about that, everybody. Looks like browser froze up a little bit. Let me get that back up and running for you. Hopefully we didn't miss anything.
As he takes his time out to kind of gather himself.
0-2 the count. The Bear. No, not quite 0-2.
At loanDepot Park all series.
All right, we'll pause it. We'll let the interactive get caught up. All right. So here comes Zuna back. Just about there.
Runners go. Ozuna hits it in the air to left.
It's high. It's long. Gone. 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 3-run homer, baby! Yes! 7th homer of the year for the Bomb.
Strikes again.
9-7 lead, top of the 9th, 2 outs.
You've got to be kidding me that he just pulled that off in an 0-2 count after the previous
0-2 count and knocks her out.
Another slider. You can see the Braves fans that are here going nuts in Miami. That is unbelievable.
Yes!
What more can you say about Marcell Ozuna? 2 hits off the wall today. He didn't miss that one. A 3-run homer. And Atlanta leads.
I asked in the beginning, would we see Ozuna continue with another home run today? And he answered the question there. Absolutely.
And the fact that it was an 0-2 pitch, again, we've seen a lot of 0-2 pitches here from Scott in the strike zone. The previous pitch was down in the dirt.
That's the bear.
Right over the top of it, and you gave him a chance, and he made you pay.
This one popped up.
That'll retire on the side. So we're going to go to the bottom of the ninth. Atlanta Braves leading 9-7. Right. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Well, I don't think he be dirty. I don't think he exactly meant to walk Olsen. Olsen's just got a great eye, and he didn't get him swinging. But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Who, you know, oh, easily been the team MVP. We are back live on the field.
Miami Marlins still has a house here in Miami, and he loves playing in this ballpark.
That is beautiful. Look how short he is to that baseball. Gets the
He says he's still a bum, but
we talk so much about
a kind
his ability
of
to
good
crunch the
one.
baseball up in the zone, but he is covering everything right now.
I don't know, man.
On the other end for Tanner Scott.
That Big Bear.
Something in the water.
We start to call him Big Bear, and
now
seems like that's the lucky thing to do right now. I'm a superstitious like that.
Starts by facing Tim Anderson. Missing inside. First at bat of the series for Anderson. As we've told you, he was sick the last couple of
Raciel
days.
Iglesias
Today to replace the injured Vidal Brujan. 1-1.
That'll be 1-1 count. Got him swinging on a pitch that was clear off outside the box.
To give it back up.
Anderson went chasing.
On the opposing side
Strike
for
one.
sure.
Tim Anderson with a .280 batting average, 0 home runs, and 1 RBI on the season.
My oh my.
He has a 608
5-1,
OPS.
lost the lead. It was 7-6. 1 strike left. But the Big Bear delivered.
I mean, think how close he was to having, what, 3 homers today? That is something else.
1 off the wall in center, 1 off the wall in left center. And then 1 that got out of here to left center. Two. Changeup misses. Full count to Anderson.
Got him swinging. That's out number 1.
Well, this is the bread and butter, of course, for Raciel Iglesias. His ability to throw this pitch at any time, in any spot. 1-run lead, full count. He executes and gets an over-aggressive Tim Anderson to offer at it.
That is 5 straight strikeouts for Braves pitching. The 7th inning ended with a strikeout by Jimenez. In the 8th inning, A.J. Minter struck out the side. And now to start the 9th, Iglesias gets Anderson.
Here comes the pitch. Couldn't get him chasing that one, so that'd be ball 1.
The catcher.
Nick Forte's 1 for 3 on the day. He's got a 120 batting average on the season and a 314 OPS. No home runs. Iglesias really sticking with that bottom left corner. Ball 2.
Tell you what, it was loud with the fans for Miami that are
that going to be hit off foul ball, so it'll be 2-2
the
count.
Big Bear hit that homer. You heard how many Braves fans were here.
A lot of them over there near that Braves dugout, jumping up and down, screaming. Maybe we see Wiley break out his musical instrument again.
Sorry about my loudness. That's going to be out to Duvall, who's going to have it. Easy can of corn out number 2. Braves 3 strikes away, baby.
This was amazing to watch. 0-2 count. There's the slider catching too much of the plate, down and in. And how about the excitement, not just for Ronald, but for everybody involved here. There's Marcel in the dugout. And it is a party right now if they can get this last one in a tough one in Luis Ariz.
Foul ball. So 0-1 the count.
In the lineup that has not struck
Fisher down to their last 2 strikes.
Right here.
Bouncer. Ozzie has it.
Ozzie to Olsen. That's it, baby. Final score. Atlanta Braves 9, Miami Marlins 7. The Braves will take the series.
3-run homer with 2 strikes and 2 outs.
Beautiful. Yeah.
To win 9-7.
Feels like the best game of the year here so far. Certainly the most.
I'll tell you, I'll take that in a heartbeat. A heartbeat.
You had the big lead.
The only thing that could have made this stream even better was a super chat, super thanks, and super sticker. Or somebody getting the membership. You know what? You know what? Here we go.
What a finish today.
We had such a great game, guys.
Ozuna is having. See if the boys can carry that momentum west to Houston. That's where you will find us tomorrow. We'll go on the air at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Right now, stay tuned for Braves Live.
There we have it.
By Xfinity. For everybody on our crew, headed up by
my thanks to you. Looks like you win, Russell. Congratulations. You got gifted a free month membership. Thank you, guys. Had to do it. You guys were amazing all game long. Thank you so much.
Lost Iowa Medicaid? Healthcare.gov is here for you. With the new law, 4 out of 5.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What a game, guys and gals. What a game. We start out hot and heavy, and the fish just put it on, and then see you, Gene. Thanks for stopping, buddy. You're very welcome, Russell. Now, remember, everybody, I have no control over who gets the gift. All I get to do is pay for it. YouTube does all the work for that. So, congratulations to you, Russell. All right, with that said, guys and gals, tomorrow's game with the Astros. We'll be playing the Astros tomorrow. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday are late games. Late games. 8:10 Eastern, 7:10 Central first pitch. I will be streaming game 1. As far as it goes as of right now, I'll be doing game 1, but I'm positive that I won't be doing game 2. I have to travel over 300 miles Tuesday. I have to go see 3 specialists for the doctors. So there's just, if I do stream, it'll be with Maverick, and he'll be, that way I can relax and I don't have to run the buttons. I don't have to worry about stuff, and kind of thing. So I'll talk to Mav tonight when I see him after he gets off of his fishing trip. He should be done with that in about 2 hours. So just keep an eye out on and I'll have more. I'll know more tomorrow when we do tomorrow's game. So for sure, I will be doing tomorrow's game and then most likely Wednesday's game as well. All depending on what the doc says. So thank you, everybody that stopped in. You guys were an amazing group today. as always, had a lot of fun. Thank you, thank you. Shout out to all the new members and all the members thus far. Thanks, everybody. And with that said, hey, guess what? This is KGB for the C Sports Network, home to your streaming outlaws, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Thanks, man. You guys were awesome.